No, Nitish going out of NDA is certain, Arnab. Either it happens
but
now or later.
can the BJP
but
afford it?
Yeah, but they have no other option. They have no other option. That means Narendra Modi coming to the prime ministerial position, he is certain now. Once Mr. Nitish Kumar walks out, projection of Narendra Modi is certain from the BJP. That is what it is going to culminate in. In the larger picture it is going to be Nitish Kumar versus Narendra Modi, not Narendra Modi versus Rahul Gandhi. Because if this fourth front, what you are having that in the last, in the scroll, the fourth front will be enamored of Nitish Kumar than going with Mulayam Singh Yadav or others. Therefore, the story, the larger picture would be Narendra Modi versus Nitish Kumar, because Congress will prop up Nitish Kumar only. That is why this entire scenario is changing. The Indian polity is changing now, and with huge result, the war room taking a specimen and your sea waters are synchronizing. The war room reports which I am privy to see that even gives below 100 seats for Congress. Therefore, Congress is a high time for Congress to study as they did it in Jaipur, Chintan Shivar, not for BJP. BJP is on the rise. Congress
I don't see how to explain the rise. I mean, Sabha, 19 seats to be lost. If the JDU goes out, flattens out the NDA. In other words, the pro-Modi camp will say, now is the time. Now is the time. Go for the kill. Don't care about the allies for the moment.
Arnab, I have no idea where, I have no doubt that Narendra Modi has just begun a campaign that could well pick up momentum in urban areas. Yeah. But I'm completely baffled by a reality where you keep talking about forming a government with a person who simply cannot align with most parties. And, unless we're seeing a sweep or a single party rule, which this is showing is not going to happen. So politics is about arithmetic right now, and we show so much concern about the Congress and the BJP. We have to start figuring out how to make a combination of regional parties a stable sort of a regime. We have to start understanding that regional power, we have to learn to live with it. Instead of, we also in the media, Arnab, we are all there. Let me just finish this point. We all also are part of this whole process of making every issue about individuals, whereas India is showing us it is not about individuals.
Agreed.
It's about regions, and we carry on reducing everything to the Modi versus Rahul and all of this, whereas we are seeing a rise of regional powers. And that is, and I really think it's very significant if I'm to go by your polls, it's going to have a very significant outcome on what is happening within the BJP. Because the Narendra Modi question appears to be settled, but there are many backroom maneuvers within the BJP, and many of them were involved with Mr. Nitish Kumar in taking these various postures. So these are all
it is not about,
we just can't ignore.
It's not about Nitish Kumar alone, Mr. Rajagopal. I don't lock horns with. It's not about Nitish Kumar alone. It is about the message that you are sending to allies, on which I want to go to Jayanta Ghoshal. The question is, what is the message that you're sending to allies? Now you have strong allies and all temperamental. No, 1 minute.
In every constituency of parliament,
1 minute.
Mr. Narendra Modi has got at least 5 to 7% of votes in almost all the constituencies across the country.
1 second. Mr. Rajagopal, be realistic. There's a troika and there's a quartet, right? The troika, Jayanta Ghoshal, is Mamta, Maya, Jayalalitha. Mamta, Maya, Jayalalitha get in 2009 49 seats. As per this result, and I hope to be connected to Dubai in a bit with Yashwant Deshmukh, they get 80 seats. 80 seats. So they become very important. But they are important only if they work together. If they form a political club and they tell Naveen Patnaik, from this troika, let's become a quartet. Let's take our number to 100. If the troika becomes a quartet, they get 93 seats. This group of people, Mamta, Maya, Patnaik and Jayalalitha, a very strong Jayalalitha, will decide who rules in Delhi. Only if they can work together. Can they work together? Jayanta Ghoshal. They will get 93 seats.
Arnab, they have never.
Yeah, Arnab. No, I am telling you.
Yeah, Jayanta Ghoshal first.
I'm telling you that Mamta already Arnab,
Yes, Jayanto, I can hear you. Please go ahead, Jayanto.
Yeah, Arnab. Actually, already what you are saying, that the regional forces are coming up, and Mamta already, she is in touch with Jayalalitha and the other, including Nitish Kumar and Navin also. In fact, tomorrow there is a regional conference in Calcutta, and the Bihar Chief Minister, Orissa Chief Minister, Mamta invited, but although they are not going, their representatives are going, and Mamta is still, she is coming, she is trying to explore the possibilities of a regional front. But one thing I want to mention, that without Congress or without BJP, the government cannot be formed. That also Mamta, Jayalalitha, they can understand that you can the regional forces can do well, but without the main two national parties, either you have to be with the Congress or with BJP, you cannot form the government. So now the fourth front or third front, whatever nomenclature it is, but you know, this left and Mamta, they cannot stay together.
Yeah.
So if it is third front with left, and Congress try to explore that, Mamta cannot be there. And if you want Mamta in the basket, in that bouquet, then left will not be there. But Mamta is trying to explore the friendship with even Jayalalitha, Mayawati, Nitish Kumar, Navin Patnaik, and now they are also thinking that there can be a regional parties-led government with the support of either Congress or BJP. But whether it will be Narendra Modi-led government or it will be somebody else, that is not clear, because 1 year is, in politics it is not very, it's a long time. And your analysis, your survey, now it is showing that BJP is not occupying that space what Congress is.
Yes, Sabha, you want...
Jayalalitha will never go with Nitish Kumar.
I just have
Jayalalitha will never go with Nitish Kumar.
I have one question for Jayanto, my very good friend Jayanto. I have one question. How can Mamta go with BJP now, with her kind of vote bank? I mean, I fail to understand that.
I have
you're naming going with BJP. It's not there with Mamta.
I have just received some news.
We are in the BJP.
Responding to this survey,
carry on.
And the results. We are getting some very quick. One second, gentlemen. We are getting some reactions from political parties, and Saugato Rai, responding to the numbers being put out on Times Now, says, I don't think so that we will support the NDA. 27% of our voters are Muslims. We cannot forget Godhra so quickly. It is not a question of Modi or not. It's about the NDA. And on Saugato Rai and forming a front, right now there is no such plan. We can make a decision only after results are out. On TMC being projected, let's put the West Bengal plate up, please. Now we'll show state by state. TMC likely to get 27 seats. He says we are hoping for at least 30. This survey shows CPIM will get 11 seats. I think they should be reduced to 8 seats. So reality check. Let's put the West Bengal plate up. Mamta looking strong. She's made her intentions quite clear. She has a political base. She has a state election coming up later. She's not going to decide to go with you just for the sake of it. It's your politics which is going to be questioned, Mr. Narasimha Rao. It's your politics. Your BJP is today at the crossroads. You have to decide, Project Modi, Project Modi or go for allies. Time has come for you to choose yours. You can't have both.
You see, there is still time, and the party, you see, the reason why the Congress party, you're missing the central point in your poll. In the sea voter poll, the central point why the Congress and the UPA are incurring huge losses is because the people of the country believe that the UPA government is thoroughly corrupt, and it has misgoverned the country for 5 years.
They don't believe in.
So they are looking for a party that can offer governance.
They don't believe as of now in trusting you with the responsibility. They don't believe in trusting you with the responsibility.
It is the BJP and the kind
Reaction.
of
Navika, one second. Navika is coming. Navika, please.
Listen, the kind of response Mr. Modi is getting across the country is also a reflective of that sentiment.
The BJP.
So this is all, then you make a choice.
Mr. Narasimha Rao, in states where the BJP is facing corruption charges, which are Jharkhand, which is Karnataka, even the BJP is getting the brunt of the people's anger. So the BJP cannot just pick up the corruption charge against the Congress party and give lectures on that.
No, BJP has whatever charges, even the unproved charges have been taken note of and people have been asked to resign. The Congress party, all the ministers in the central cabinet, including Prime Minister, are facing charges under various scams, including Colgate scam. The finance minister, practically every senior minister is facing corruption charges. They have
But the poll results, Mr. Narasimha Rao, clearly show that people do not trust the BJP also to be above board, which is why you're not getting the benefit of what is an anti-Congress wave. Congress is being punished, but you're not benefiting.
Navika,
what's the lesson for the BJP?
No, please allow me to put my other hat as a apologist, as Deshmukh is still not appearing on the screen.
Don't worry, Deshmukh is coming in a minute.
Explain the meaning of this poll.
Deshmukh is coming in. No, 1 minute. 1 minute. I don't want. No, Mr. Narasimha Rao. I have the highlights of the poll.
Against the Congress.
Can I read the highlights of the poll? Because you don't trust me and you certainly don't trust Navika. In any case, that's all right. We have a trust problem with all politicians.
Please.
That's all right. That's not a problem. The problem
we trust you.
You can all right, Mr. I'm only. That was on a lighter note. The fact is, and I want to get in all our panelists on this. This poll's highlights are this. I will now put the highlights of the poll. Highlight number 1: the anti-corruption public sentiment. Now, this is what C Voter says, not Times Now. The anti-corruption public sentiment across the country is making an electoral dent in the prospects of the Congress and the UPA. Point number 2, C Voter says, though the outcome looks like an anti-Congress wave for sure, but this is not a pro-BJP wave at all. The troika of Jaya, Mamata and Maya hold the key to the next election. And all opposition parties across all states are benefited by this public sentiment, especially in Congress-ruled states. And Navika is absolutely right about chief ministers with cleaner images benefiting by this upsurge, unlike in Karnataka. So she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right on that. And by the way, one more conclusion is, unless the erstwhile NDA parties come back together, Sabha, I want your reaction on this. Unless the erstwhile NDA parties come back together, that is the NDA of 1999 or 97, 98, I presume, the alternative, if this does not happen, numbers don't add up for NDA, then there will be a repetition of 1989 or 1996 experiments. 1996, BJP I think got 160 or 161 seats. This time BJP gets 141. The country is heading back, not to some big pro-BJP wave. Congress getting decimated, BJP not gaining. Country is going back to VP Singh days. Sabha, your comment on this.
You know, Arnab, if these kind of figures are what do emerge, you know, BJP really has to start looking at Mr. Advani again. And I'm not, I know many people in the BJP are going to call me up and throw up their hands at this. But the fact is, the whole process of transformation began in 1996 when they could just get a 13-day government. In 1995, it was Mr. Advani who decided that Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee needed to be projected. By the way, Mr. Vajpayee was the only Prime Minister who was projected in that manner. There were a series of, you know, historically, and then later on Mr. Advani himself. Because if you talk to regional parties in Parliament, where most of us do go regularly, you will find that the regional parties have today the acceptability quotient in the BJP has transformed, the untouchability quotient. And just as Mr. Advani was once not untouchable, there is a question whether he would be a compromise leader, which other parties could accept. Which Mr. Modi certainly is not.
As a follow-up.
I'm not saying Mr. Advani excites the cadre, or he excites India, or he excites the middle class. But if we get into the process of looking at numbers, we simply cannot rule out an individual like that. We are looking for, the BJP will be looking for respectability, will be looking for allies, somebody who does not offend the allies. So, you know, I don't
There is no
think
quick
that's
fix.
certain. However, the BJP is facing a great contradiction. And one is to become stronger by itself with Mr. Modi and not to have any outside friends.
I want Rajiv to tell me that, Rajiv, you know, the major loser in the anti-UPA alliance is the Congress itself. Congress is the loser. The allies have not, 1 minute, the allies have not borne the brunt of the anti-Congress wave. Surely that will be a major consolation for the UPA allies. There's the Congress which is facing the brunt, not the allies.